Looks like we have a new follower. Welcome to the cult of Yondala.
Alright, hello. Welcome, everyone. It's a stream. It's a stream without my face right now. Because now we're in Coles. Back again. We're back in Coles. I was running around downstairs. I knocked something over. Like, directly. Oh, thank you for the raid. Oh my god, I'm gonna put the alert on.
Oh yeah, raid time! Let's party! Woo!
Thank you for the raid. I have literally just started coming on here, so thank you, Dale. Thank you, Dead by Daylight, for the raid. More fun at Coles today. My chat has sometimes got over my face once again. Why is that still doing that? Did I do that because it was there? Alright, well. Oh, I literally knocked over my freaking box of pegs that we have upstairs. We used to put up clothes on the clothes rack, and it completely fell downstairs and exploded all over the ground. So I had to run downstairs, pack it all up, get a muesli bar, and then come back to hang out. And immediately freaking out. Okay, welcome Raiders. Hello, welcome. We're playing some more Stray Gods today. I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna welcome to Split Party if I haven't been here before. You can see I'm scattered because chaos is happening. You know, we do TTRPG, we do some video game, and all of that stuff. Today we're visiting the produce section in a Coles, and we are just chilling. We're just going for a little walk at the moment. Weekends are weird, and games on weekends are weird. Streams on weekends are also weird. Do we have content warnings for today? I haven't played any more than what we did yesterday. So if I sense that we're about to be entering a bit of a heavy situation, I'll update the title with a content warning. But we did finish the party yesterday afternoon. So I don't think we have a content warning immediately from the get-go. Also because I haven't started any of these scenes yet. It's completely a blind playthrough. In terms of the general content, let's switch over to the game itself. There is, however, where's my main menu? If we go to the main menu, there is a content warning section here. So we have these in general for the content warnings of this game. So we have alcohol use, we got some violence, we got some PTSD. Yes, this is explicitly also what we experienced yesterday. And we had this at the start of the game, and then I would say we had the themes of suicide yesterday as well. So we had some PTSD themes of suicide in this one. That's all right, Dale. Thank you so much for coming in. Let me just give you a little one of these. Is that working? Oh, that's not. It would work if my fingers behaved. There you go. Give him a follow. Thank you for giving us a raid. I hope what you were doing was good. What were you doing if you're sticking around still? But thank you so much for bringing over here and continuing the fun. But all right, how do we do Dead by Daylight? Okay. So, ooh, cool. That sounds fun. Skull and Bones. Let me just quickly check on no fires going on right now on the home side. All right, we good. Probably play this for an hour and a half. I'm pretty much just going to play until Jess gets back from the job she's doing, which could be in an hour or an hour and a bit. We'll find out. And if we're really stuck into a song or a scene, we'll finish that out as well when we get to the time. Oh, that glitched out a little bit. God, what did we do yesterday? We went to Aphrodite's party, and we actually... I was talking to my friend. Apparently, it's quite hard to succeed on the Aphrodite thing. Apparently, it's not... You know, they a lot of in the achievement side of things, it's like a low percentage of players have been doing it. So I was like, oh, cool. So we prevent. It's like we influenced. We didn't prevent and get in the way ourselves, but we prevented Aphrodite from doing the party side of things, and then hosting this effectively a death ceremony for themselves, so they can forget all of the horrible memories of what happened to them during the war. And then yeah, so we've left that instance. That's what we did yesterday. And today, I think we're gonna go talk to Persephone first, and then we'll go do the reliquary. I was talking to Jess afterwards, and I think Jess's version of the game is that Aphrodite chose to die, I think. So that was the other thing. Hey, Dag, how you doing, buddy? So part of the reason I was late is we were playing a Walking Dead game, and so I misjudged the time. Nothing on Dag or anything. I misjudged the time of when we were playing and finishing, and then I was like, I'll just push the stream back. It's fine. It's not, I'm sure everyone's going to come and hang out anyway. And then we got raided as a result as well. So, it's all good. We're playing some Stray Gods, Dag. This is a great role-playing game musical that you should check out if you haven't already. Critical Role has a lot of voices in the cast.
I'm glad.
And
I've had time to do some thinking.
Multiple choice dialogue options that everyone can help choose.
Spoke about the Eidolon and Calliope's memories. No doubt you have
very
many
fun
questions.
game.
Apollo
I've played
told me
about
a
5
little
hours
about
so
it.
far.
He did say I should talk to you, though.
Did he now? Is there anything you'd like to ask?
Okay, so when it's a question mark like this, it means that we can just choose these and go through them. They're just like, get through the questions rather than like it progresses the story. You just get information.
How many times have you died? Can I ask that?
We call it passing on. I've lost track of just how many times I've passed on my Eidolon. A dozen? It's happened less often in more recent eras.
And the one you told me about, the woman married to that gangster, she was the most recent?
I don't think of Chastity as a she. That was me, just as the one my husband blasted with a shotgun was also me. It was one of the few times I wasn't able to prepare my successor. We were friends, yes, but I didn't know what Persephone was, and I had no idea what I'd just become.
That must have been difficult.
It was more difficult taking over my dead husband's territory. Women weren't often mobsters in those days.
Were you really a gangster? I've heard it said, but it sounds...
Let me put it this way. I felt as if I'd been blessed by a dying woman who saved me from a prison of my own making. I didn't know what I was, but I was free. I felt more alive than I'd ever felt before, and strong enough to toss an ox 10 feet. Did I set out to become a mobster? Not exactly. My husband's friends thought I'd murdered him, however, so they came after me. And one thing led to another.
Oh, I see.
Athena found me just as my memories were starting to return. I wasn't permitted to continue doing something so noticeable, so I was carted off to Olympus. It's too bad, really. I was an excellent mobster.
Wait, you said that Persephone passed on her Eidolon as she lay dying. What if she had just died?
The Eidolon will keep us alive for a time, even in the most horrific circumstances, in hopes that there's someone to pass it on to.
What if there isn't? What if Chastity had died before you were shot?
Well, then the line of Persephone would have ended then and there. Oh, there are some stories that say an Eidolon will go wandering, that it never really dies. Who knows if there's any truth to that. It's not exactly something we've had the opportunity to study. All we know is that many idols have left us forever. They've died, and that's how it happens.
When all these memories start to return, will I feel different?
First, you'll have dreams. Places you've never been, people you've
Yeah.
never met. But unlike with normal
that's a clue
dreams,
right there.
these will linger. Then they will come while you're awake. Sudden flashes or snippets of déjà vu. And sometimes it will seem so real you'll swear you're hallucinating. If there's anything difficult about the process, is that it becomes hard to differentiate between your life and all these other lives you're now recalling.
It does sound confusing.
Confusing and often unpleasant, as not all the memories will be fond ones. But that will pass in time.
You said it becomes hard to differentiate your life from the others. How hard, exactly? It'll still be me, right?
Oh, how do I explain this? Grace, would you say that you are who you are because of your experiences? The things you've lived and done?
I guess so, sure.
Well, all the things Calliope has done, and those before her, will now be yours. They will feel like a part of your life as well. Thus, they can't help but shape you. The Grace that is now will be and will have done so much more. Fortunately, you don't have to deal with every memory. Each time the Eidolon passes on, the oldest memories fade, and that helps.
Wait, how is it good that old memories start to fade?
Think of how old we are, Grace. If all those memories returned to you with perfect clarity, they would destroy you.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you've all forgotten so much?
Well, far more than we remember. The further I think back, the more it becomes a bit of a blur, actually. You'll recall important moments. Some will be mixed up with the stories mortals tell, and you won't be sure which is the memory and which is the story. An idol's memory is a series of islands in a dark ocean, and they become smaller and smaller as they recede into the horizon. It sounds dire, but you become accustomed to it. It just takes time, and now you have all the time in the world.
It's a lot to consider. Assuming I'll even have time to worry about it, what with the trial coming.
Either the trial will end poorly, in which case all of this is moot, or it will end well, and you will have plenty of time to digest.
Yeah, thanks for the update.
I'm a realist, Grace. It's what I'm best at. Now then, unless you've something else to ask.
That's a great question, Tom. I have no idea because, like, they don't know, I guess. They've never let her try. I mean, she's never let herself try.
Tell me more about Calliope. You and her were good friends, right?
We were.
And
if you had told me a decade ago that I would become close to one of the muses, I would have laughed in your face. I always considered them Apollo's creatures. Calliope, Clio, and Talia. Vapid, frivolous gods who handed off their eidolon to any artist who took their fancy. Every time I met one of them, they were someone else. Apollo called them the Sisters of Beauty, no matter their gender. Can you imagine that? That's such a stupid name.
I never thought of that. Do idols change gender a lot?
Well, we tend to seek out successors like ourselves, but it happens. With the muses, it happened frequently. Everywhere Apollo went, they surrounded him like a gaggle of ducklings, just like him to gather his own fans.
I'd like to know a little more about the idols. I am one now, right?
What constitutes a little more in this instance?
Well, what are we? Where did we come from? If an idol is a soul that moves from person to person, it must have started somewhere, right?
Ah, the big question. To which the answer is, nobody knows. I remember the original Persephone only vaguely. Indeed, I'm not even certain she was the original. Was there something before her? How did she get her eidolon? I couldn't tell you. Evidently, we wrote little down in those early days, or were forbidden to, and our memories only stretch back so far. Anything beyond that simply isn't.
If you disliked the muses so much, how did you end up becoming friends with Calliope?
She sought me out. She'd become more and more unhappy on Olympus, so she decided to leave just as I had, long before. Calliope asked for my help, and I laughed in her face. Go ask one of your sycophant mortals, I told her. I mean, surely one of them has some threadbare couch you can sleep on.
Wow.
Typically, she was undeterred. She didn't just want a place to stay. She said she wanted to learn how to be truly independent from an idol who had mastered it. What can I say? I mean, I am a sucker for a well-timed compliment. I took her in. Apollo was furious. He and Calliope were barely speaking, but he was certain she'd come crawling back to Olympus. Oh, it made taking her in all the sweeter.
After you took Calliope in, that's when you became friends?
Hades is dead at the moment. Oh, were you there for that,
Not right
Tom? She
away.
killed Hades.
I wasn't looking for a friend. What I was looking for was an opening act in the club. Calliope entertained here for years, and then eventually turned from performing to attracting new acts. She was in her element.
She's in charge of the underworld stuff,
eventually.
ish,
She
because
was more capable
Hades
than I
was an abuser
expected,
and she killed him.
I adored her furious rants.
Calliope didn't seem like the furious type when I met her. That's hard to picture.
Oh, then you didn't really meet her. She was an idealist, and nobody could ever quite live up to her standards for very long. Her brothers and sisters, least of all. The idols needed to change, she said. They were withering away in the shadows, diminished and unwilling to save their own skins. When I joined the chorus, she expected me to change everything, as if I could single-handedly override Athena. I was to be her champion, and together we would bring revolution to the idols. Well, I was yet another disappointment. She left the club, but I gave her a place to live. We were supposed to stay in touch, but you know how it went from there.
What happened to the other muses? You mentioned 2 others.
Big
Were
lore
they
dump here.
lost in the war?
One of them was, though not like you think. The day we were to leave on the ship, Talia simply never showed up.
Do you know what happened to her?
We never heard from her again. Apollo thrashed about in mourning, but Talia had been fading away for years. It wasn't a surprise to the rest of us.
What about the other muse? Cleo.
Died long before. A victim at the hands of a mortal man, when she no longer possessed the power to bedazzle him. As I understand it, he kept her in a cage as a pet until her eidolon shriveled up and perished. He was dead before she was.
Ugh, that's pretty dark.
Yes, well, we come by our wariness of mortals honestly, Grace.
Psst. Isn't it strange to not know where you come from? For all you know, the idols could be aliens.
Aliens? Grace, you watch too many movies.
Gods are okay, but aliens are just wacky fiction.
Fine, yes. It is strange. No, our earliest days aren't the only blanks in our memories, however. We have many. And the last was the day Zeus called us all together to tell us Rome had fallen and we should prepare for war. But did that war occur? I couldn't tell you. The last thing I remember after Rome was 1,000 years later, in the 16th century. I was in a different body, feeling as if no time at all had passed. Athena calls that period the gap. That's what it feels like. All of us experienced it, and not one of us knows why or how.
The gap you mentioned. What was that like? Did you just wake up one day, or...?
I wasn't asleep. I lived. I had lives. I passed on my eidolon. I may have known who I was and what I was, but perhaps I was completely unaware.
Is there some magic here
All
that's
I
like
know is that one day,
erasing
Athena
some history
came
here?
to my nunnery.
Is that what's kind of going on?
Near Trieste, I think. The moment that I saw her, all the old memories came flooding back. My life during the gap was wiped away in an instant, and it never returned. If someone did that to us, they were powerful indeed.
What about Athena? I mean, she's the one who found you, right? She must have been aware.
Athena woke up on her own. or so she claims, and spent the next century rounding up those idols who remained. Zeus, however, was gone. What became of him, what happened in Rome, we've never pieced it together. It's troubling.
I agree. I think Athena's getting more and more fishy. The more we talk about this, it's hard to know.
Tell me more about the war. It seems to have had a huge effect on all of you.
That's putting it mildly.
From
Athena
Aphrodite's
sus,
song,
yeah.
I know
Athena
Ares
sus.
betrayed everyone. What did you
Big
do?
sus. Sussy Barker, even.
Honestly, after my mother was murdered, I barely remember.
You're...
All right, let's kick over. I've seen an ad break starting up, so let's go back to Coles. Okay, let's back over here. Let's move that out of the way. Hello. Welcome to Coles. Can I get you anything? It's a Coles trip. We've got about a minute of walking around Coles. If you are seeing this, thank you for subscribing. Otherwise, cookies! I had a cookie. I got some cookies down. Actually, hold on. Let me just walk over the shelf over there. Yum. I did have some snacks when I was playing my game earlier, so there was an Oreo left over. I'm bad at keeping up with this water bottle, but I drank about 3 hours of water. There's too many wombooks. You know, it could be real. It could be real. Too much produce available. Yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, we're back. We're back into the... Oh, God, what? I can think... Okay, there we go. And we're back.
Mother?
Her name was Demeter. Not truly my mother, but an idol who had always cared for me since the early days. I thought we'd be together.
I've been toying with the idea with doing a cooking stream one day, because we've got these wireless mics now that Jess and I could put on and do some dumb shit with.
Bullets by bullets.
Make some
Till
pancake.
that day, I believed we were untouchable.
Why would Ares do that? Did he get anything out of it in the end, or...
What he got was a final death. A few of us hunted him down and made sure he paid for his betrayal. He choked on his own blood. As for why he did it, who knows? He thought us a lost cause. He wanted glory. He wanted more than we had, living in secret. After that, I don't know. We went from hiding place to hiding place. I didn't even know what Hephaestus had done for us when I found myself on a boat. We might have been gods once, but after the war, we were just refugees, like so many others, fleeing to a distant land.
Was it hard for the idols to come to the New World? It's just a place like any other, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't the place that was hard, it was the fear. We knew we were vulnerable. We knew mortals could and would kill us. Suddenly, there were rules. We had to be secret. We had to stay close together. We huddled in the shadows and quaked each time the mortals so much as breathed in our direction. We couldn't all live that way. Some of us drifted away, faded into the night without so much as an explanation. That's what's been the hard part. Our inevitable decline in a place where we don't belong. We can pass on our eidolons as often as we like, but it will never truly be home.
Are you willing to
let's
talk
ask
about Hades? If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm just...
Incredibly curious how I ended up murdering my husband?
That, yeah.
You know, one might think that my hatred of Hades began when he kidnapped me and forced me to be his bride. But honestly, that wasn't it. I hated my brothers and sisters for letting it happen, but Hades himself terrified me. He had a presence. I mean, one that forever made him the most important man in the room. And me? Oh, I was nothing in comparison. When Hades began doting on me, trying to earn my favor, I swooned that he might deign to think of me that way. For centuries, I actually thought I was in love, that the kidnapping was the best thing that ever happened to me. It's funny how our perspectives change.
I'm going to put CW abuse in the title.
If you got along with Hades for so long, what changed?
I did. I grew up. I was a trophy for Hades. A conquest that he expected to remain meek and unchanging forever. He went out of his way to keep me small. I slowly realized that, he'd always been that way. Manipulation and arrogance behind the handsome sneer. We battled for centuries. I hated him, and I told him so, but he refused to part with me. He declared that I was his and would stay in the underworld where I belonged.
And that's when you killed him?
That's when I killed him, yes. The first time one idol had ever murdered another. Thank you very much.
I'm guessing the other idols weren't thrilled with you killing Hades.
Well, yeah, they didn't know what to do with me. And Athena was furious that the most powerful remaining idol had been lost. See, this was before the war and before all the new rules. The chorus had never once contemplated execution, but they certainly considered it then.
As the chorus?
In the end, they decided it was better to humiliate me. They ensured I did not benefit from Hades' murder. And
did the chorus just go around killing anyone they didn't agree with after that, or
which you weren't
did
happy
they,
about?
Spearheaded by Athena?
I asked them where they were all those years while I pleaded for help. I was held captive, and what was I expected to do? What, lie down and take it forever because Hades was more useful to them alive? No. I stopped doing what was expected of me the day I slit his throat. May he rot in Tartarus with the Titans for all eternity.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. There's a century of blank memories. Blank memories?
How did you go from ruling the underworld to opening a nightclub named after it?
I won it in a bet with Dionysus, god of merriment.
Okay, there has to be a story there.
Well, the story is that he was a fool, but a charming one with many patrons. They built him a nightclub as his personal playground. And it was a grand old time for Dionysus in the 1970s, I assure you. But he didn't know how to run a business. By the time disco was ready to die, so was his stupid club. So I offered to make it profitable. If I succeeded, he would turn ownership over to me. He accepted because, frankly, all he wanted to do was drink anyhow. I was successful. The club became mine, and I kicked Dionysus out for never paying his tab.
Sucks to be him.
Dionysus ever sobers up, he might decide to be sore about it, but so far, that hasn't happened.
What's the deal between you and Apollo? The way you two fight.
I've told you how he and the other idols stood by and let me rot with Hades, did I not?
It seems more personal than that.
Okay, there's an old saying that no one escapes the underworld. But that's not true. I did. Once. Not long after Hades kidnapped me. I was homesick, and I missed my mother. Caron took pity on me and allowed me across the Styx. And after that, Grace, I waded through darkness itself to get out of there. Hades chased after me relentlessly, but I evaded him, right up until I got to the very slopes of Olympus. And who do you suppose was the first idol I met?
Uh-oh.
Apollo stood there. I cried out to him, begging him not to let Hades take me, and yet Apollo did, as he is always
I've seen
done.
so many different pronunciations of Charon.
Absolutely nothing. Hades was thrilled, and I knew then and there I could never rely on my so-called family for anything, ever again.
That's all I can think of for now. I'll see you around.
Oh, yes, that's where I'll be.
Around. Alright, let's go to the reliquary. Oh my god. That
When
kicked
I opened
straight
that
into
shipping
it.
container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell
I
are we?
suspect we're about to hit a song
It's hard
in a
to
second.
say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
That's how Pan described it. He said it was a, what's the word? A reliquary?
That is where relics are kept, like magic items, like when we played D&D.
This is nothing like D&D.
Well, I don't know about you, Grace, but if a dragon came flying out of that mist, I
Sneaky
would
reference,
not be
maybe?
the least bit surprised.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant
Asterion,
labyrinth.
huh?
Pan did not mention that.
Yeah, we're going to
Why
Hecate.
am I not surprised?
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Oh.
But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
You
I'm so glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of this.
Nah. Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because it could all be wrong. I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence issues.
Yeah, good point. We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
Well, I can't choose either of those two.
If I can, sure. Why not?
Because Pan, that's why not?
I thought you were over that.
Okay. I hope you're right. Let's go meddle in someone's love life. What could go wrong?
Many things. Always many things. Holy shit! All I wanna do is see you turn into giant woman.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This
Holy
knowledge
shit.
is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came.
We're going red.
Listen,
Back
lady.
off.
I don't care who you are. One more word and I'll have you dancing a jig until your giant feet fall off.
Grace.
No! I've had it with being threatened. Just once I'd like to go somewhere and not be challenged to a fight.
You are Grace?
She knows who we are, which means that we're some kind of special science fiction girl.
Dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
Wait, what? You knew Calliope was going to die?
No, I am not informed of this for another 11 months and 3 days.
Or I could just tell you now?
That cannot be. It is written. Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident and...
An accident? No, that's not what happened.
Are you saying the books are wrong?
God interference. God interference always. Always God interference.
They're wrong about this. Calliope was murdered just a few days ago.
That is impossible.
I don't know what to tell you.
You will explain. We will both sit and you will explain. There will be tea. Curious. It is clear something unanticipated has occurred, something outside the realm of fate.
Is that
Gods
even
did it, that's why.
possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation.
It looks like she's got like the Sisters of
take years
Fate
of
as a
research.
necklace.
Years! I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible.
The Moi what?
You might know them as the Fates. They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Oh yeah, come see us.
Oh, are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't.
Guess
know.
who that is,
Wow,
chat? I know who
okay.
it is.
Freddy was right.
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Do you know who it is? Do you know who it is? No cheating. No cheating. I didn't know he was in this game until, like, today, and that makes me very happy. Very happy indeed. From the one line of dialogue. It's a Rahul Kohli. I think that's how you say his name. Rahul Kohli. He you know, from iZombie, from if you watch Funhouse, he was on those videos a lot. He is in a shitload of stuff, but I really appreciate him because he is a massive Warhammer and painting nerd. And he's very good at painting, and I look at his Twitter and Instagram all the time to look at what models he's been doing. But yeah, he's in this. He's the Minotaur.
Hi there. Can we talk? Somewhere in private?
Talk? What, you and me? Why? What about?
You know, about a delicate matter that maybe you needed help with?
Oh, nope. No. I have no idea what you're talking about. No delegates here.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm not going.
It is written.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
Maybe we could sneak in somewhere. Could there be a back door?
And do what? You weren't thinking of... do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, you're still here? I had to run the entire... Oh, that's a long way, innit? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Why couldn't you... Wait. Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Oh, this is so great. I love this.
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please, help me tell her.
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
Oh, that's kind of
sweet. And you
sweet.
suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead?
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
Oh, well, that's good.
Except for
You're bending the wills
But
of
he
the
was
fates,
about it.
Kate. That's why. You're bending all of the wills.
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... She's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me and she doesn't even have to be. And we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. I want to try. Won't you help me?
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time I end up knocking over a table or killing a cat or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words. Right? Really not good.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. Please say you'll help me.
I don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping him woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can only make them say what's in their heart.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear. She's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear. Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
She probably will. I mean, she's Kate.
and I'm me. But just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you, no matter what she says. I promise.
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddy?
I'll set up a vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest.
You can do it.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in
so awkward and cute.
You and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me. You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
I love it. You got this. Don't lose your nerve.
He's such a dog.
I'm too excited, it's hard to describe. I got a ball in a China shop vibe. Just breathe and take it slowly. Tell her you love her only and she can... I'm thinking out loud, aren't I?
It's okay, just tell her what you want.
You rock my world and I'm telling you, Kate. You already know I'm the perfect housemate. I've never been wary, 'cause nothing is scary. I'm big and I'm hairy and my head is on straight.
I have one question. From whence comes this confession? Surely you know I know so little feeling.
Yeah.
I've been so alone. It's all that I've known. This idea you want more has left me quite reeling.
What do now?
Chorus.
You've cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically, oh Katie, it's just you and me.
We're going red, always red today. I mean, well, unless it really doesn't fit us.
Give it some confidence.
Remember, Katie, that I've got your back. If ever this tower was under attack, I'd hunt them down like the old days. I'd chase them down your ways. But we could do it your way. I'm not some maniac.
It seems you desire a trial by fire. You believe I require a guard just in case. I'm a titan, you see. Such attackers would flee with but one look at me. Terror on each face.
You're not terrifying. They don't know you like I do.
That's not what she meant.
Hecate, please cast a spell on me to forget this whole embarrassing catastrophe. Underneath this bullhead's fur's a red-faced wannabe. Seriously, I'm freaking out. Grace, somebody please rescue me. This is a disaster. Grace, help me.
If you don't mind, I'll take the floor because I feel obliged to help this minotaur. He's a bit absurd, he gets stuck on a word, but he flies like a bird when you walk in the door. Could the love of your life be right under your chin? Well, there's no need to guess, he's already moved in. Please understand, Grace, it's not him I can't face. My heart is a difficult place to admire. Hot coals at its core, burned so many before, yet he carries this torch, unaware of the fire.
Hey,
I think it's cute rather than like supposed to be like a huge song.
No, this isn't the first time I've pretended to dance with you.
Yes, twirl!
Who thought a ball
could live under a shell. I don't need your answer, you know me too well. This love is my truth, and I know in my soul that the magic in here is beyond our control.
It's true, there's a part of me that yearns for more. If I had my pick, it'd be you I adore. Not all is written, powers greater than fate give meaning to what the world puts on our plate. Yet, even so, this could all go astray.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
He's bared his soul, so what's the debate? Will you let him in before it's too late?
We're going red. We still gotta go red.
Very well, Asterion. I accept your proposal.
Can you lead? I ain't prepared for this.
Oh yeah, she's big!
A shiver so hard to describe these feelings I feel coming up from inside. It's unexpected, I barely know what to do. All this seemed impossible, yet now it's come true.
I feel like our story's about to begin. Coming out of the shadows has changed everything. To you, Grace and Freddie, how do I thank you?
I think you just did.
You trod the path well.
Okay.
You cast a spell on me.
Well, that was diverting. You
very
felt this
cute.
way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
But you knew that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
Oh, God, it's so confusing. She's like, I was unaware until I was aware, and then I was always supposed to. It's like, sometimes just a little bit confusing.
There is a way to repay me. I still need to find out who killed Calliope.
I fear I am oath-sworn to discuss no matters that occur within these halls.
But all I need is...
If there are revelations from my investigation into the abnormality, you shall be informed. Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Oh. Is that a little bit...
Wait for me outside.
Is that a little bit sexy? What just happened there? A bit better outfit. I also didn't realize Erika Ishii was Hermes.
It's
That
been
is
over
great.
an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. Say, when I tell you.
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was so wonderful. Kate just wanted to talk about feelings and that, which, well, neither of us are good at. Right, so, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
She did what?
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. Magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
Okay.
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Well, Calliope did. She got in somehow.
Well, she must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from? Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was hurt, bleeding bad, but I don't know why. I wanted to help her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Wait, what? Medusa? Here?
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
How could Calliope have been wounded?
I don't know. Maybe Medusa did it. Probably not, though. You know, I never saw Medusa near the reliquary, just out in the fog, so she never even got that close.
So whatever happened to Calliope happened inside the reliquary?
I guess. But we don't have anything that would attack anyone. Especially not an idol.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her. Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think.
I fucking
we didn't know
knew
Calliope
it.
died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's she's not the chatty type, you know. She came in all quiet
Sus.
and cool, wanted to
Sus.
know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
What was Medusa
Sus.
doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked.
Seems pretty convenient. Her just out there suddenly.
Yeah, that part's weird. I've never seen her near the reliquary before.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
This means Calliope came here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
But we don't know by whom.
Well, this is the second time Medusa's name has come up. That can't be a coincidence.
Well, she's super scary, but, you know she works for Athena, right? I thought maybe that's why she was here, but Athena said she didn't know about it.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
You okay there, friendo?
Honestly, I'm furious. Someone knew she was here. They attacked her here.
And got away without Asterion seeing them.
I might never find out, Freddy. What if I go to Medusa and that leads nowhere? What then? Someone murdered her and they might never see justice.
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Damn.
man. I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
I think an ad break is about to start, so I'm gonna just go over here for a second. Just go back to Coles for a little bit. How's everyone holding up? Oh man, that was such a good good time because it started immediately. Have a little drink, go to the toilet. I see Tom's grabbing food. All good. We're just gonna chill for a minute and a half. Thank you for subscribing if you're still here. And we're just gonna have a little hangout. Okay. I want to play a lot of Baldur's Gate after stream yesterday. I think I played it for like another 6 to 8 hours. We just played it all evening. We did some shopping, and then we went out there and did that. But I'm gonna have a little yum yum right now because I just saw found some bloody Doritos on my desk. Well, I didn't find them. There's just a packet of Doritos I had on my desk that I. Bloody have a little munch on. It's a Sunday. Feels weird. I also did a little bit of cleanup behind here yesterday. Got a little new paint rack. If you've seen that in the Discord. And I was actually looking at a cool Minotaur Mini just before that I think I bought it at Cryle Castle actually. I have this like very Hephaestus Forge looking Minotaur that I should paint sometime. I really like it. It's like a resin cast one. Not bad. I like painting skin tones as well, and he's got a lot of skin on him to have a go with. I think it'd work nicely. I was also looking at possibly putting a print on this afternoon for myself, but I woke up and didn't have time. Ooh, yes, we are back at Coles. No, the ads are done, so let's get back to the game. There's your chat back. Pan used us.
So you used me. All part of your trading favors thing?
Of course. I used you, I used Asterion, you used Asterion, Asterion used you. Is this not the way the world works?
Why not just tell me what you were after?
And risk nosy Hecate somehow digging it out of you. Perish the thought. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
You know I did. Don't try to deny it.
I'm fairly certain I've yet to deny anything at all.
I'm just gonna keep snacking on these for a bit.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were being fresh.
Go ahead. Tell me it's a coincidence that you knew exactly where to send me.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
You're enjoying this, aren't you? This tit-for-tat, back and forth.
I'll enjoy it if you're enjoying it.
Well, I'm not enjoying it.
Oh my, aren't you a delight? Even if you haven't answered the question, don't think I didn't notice. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
What if I discover you're lying to me after all?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
he's too fish. It's like he's too fishy to be suspicious, you know? That's the kind of person he is rather than like his motive. He's cheeky. He's cheeky and sneaky. But he's probably not a bad dude.
If you're still up for trading favors, I could use more help.
Oh, of course you could. If I can make a suggestion, live the high life. Throw caution to the wind.
That's your suggestion?
And why not? It's the same as when I first met you, Grace. You can enjoy being an idol. Simply follow my lead.
Oh! Do we want to smooch Pan? Or do we want to, like, wait for, like, someone else we've been hit with? Because we've been hitting on Freddy and Persephone as well. I don't mind hitting on Pan. But I would like to hit on Persephone more. But I haven't been given the option yet. What do you reckon? Should we go with it? Should we bone the horny boy? Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Why not?
See now, this is why I like you. Such a sense of the inappropriate. It is an ugly business, living among the gods. You'll always twist an arm, even if you're trying not to. And so I say, let's do it. The world, it needs that guy who is prepared to move the pieces in from every side. All of the world's on the edge of a knife. So I choose partying, there's no need for strife. So dance, little Gracie, come, won't you dance? Only so much of your life's in your hands. Haven't I helped you? The rest is chance. So come on, let's have this dance. So what, the call was close. We're both alive and well. We'll live to fight another day, as far as I can tell. And even if you don't, and I expect you won't, I promise you'll be glad you spent the night with me. So dance, little Gracie, come, won't you dance? Only so much of your life's in your hands. Haven't I helped you? The rest is chance. So come on, let's have this dance.
I can't believe your arrogance, assuming I'd go for a guy who doesn't care that I might die. I really thought you believed in me.
I don't think the song's gonna let us do that.
Don't be like that, Grace. We both know this is who I am. I can't change, so take it or leave it. I won't repeat it. I'm only here for the dance.
You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
I've seen this story many times, Grace. I've told this story many times. And it always ends the same way. You're hoping to find Medusa, I expect.
Changing the subject? And how do you even know about that?
I'm just trying to be helpful, Grace. In my way. You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. But do be careful if you call on her, Grace. Medusa is hideous monster, and should be treated as such.
Back from your visit to the reliquary?
How did you know I was there?
Athena was ranting about it when I left her. She's none too pleased about you breaking the rules. Let's hope what you learned was worth it.
Oh no, Athena's breaking the rules and still wants to kill me. Oh no. Oh, that's so. Oh, I respect her so much. I can't possibly not break the rules.
You think I shouldn't? How else will I find out why she was there?
There's always a way, Grace. Asking someone directly isn't the only method. Still, while I hate to say it, confronting Medusa may be your best option.
You could come with me when I talk to her.
Trust me, if I'm anywhere within a mile, she'll have vanished by the time you so much as knock on her door. Just lie to me and say you'll be careful. Now then, unless you've something else to ask?
No, not really. I'll see you later, Persephone.
Okay. She didn't have much to say there.
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Ugh, there you are. Man, this place is the worst. I think someone peed on me.
Freddy? What are you doing here?
What, you thought
She's
I
got a
wouldn't notice
mace
you
on her
skulking
backpack.
off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
She has a mace.
Freddy, please tell me you don't think you're some kind of adventurer.
I'm sorry. Are you not about to head into a monster's lair at great personal peril? What else would you call that?
You're such a dork. I adore you.
Good, because I'm not about to let you wander in there without backup. Who knows? Maybe the stuff I know about Medusa might actually apply. Well, that'd be a switch.
Okay, I'll bite. What do you know about Medusa?
Well, you know she was human once, right? And she was cursed?
Apollo mentioned it, yeah.
Cursed by Athena. Or so one of the stories goes, anyway.
But doesn't she work for Athena?
Hey, don't look at me. My knowledge of this stuff stops at a few thousand years ago.
She was once human, but she's definitely a monster, right?
Yeah, one of the worst. But, you know, so was the Minotaur.
Asterion said she was scary. I have a feeling she's not like him.
Then I guess you need to be prepared for the possibility that she is as bad as the legends say. Though some of the stories also say that she was wronged by Athena and that what was done to her was an injustice.
And Athena just follows the rules, right? Do you think she actually turns people to stone?
Let's hope not, or this could be a short visit. Or a really, really long one.
I'm serious!
Perseus used a mirror to reflect Medusa's gaze back at her. Oh, maybe you could use your phone.
You think that would work?
Unless you brought a mirror, Grace, it's all you got.
Yeah, I did see the spray as well, but I thought the can was too large. I thought it was more of a spray paint, but you totally could be right. It could also be mace.
Okay, enough talking. Time to do this.
You have a plan for how we're getting inside, I hope?
Maybe. You're here to help?
Always.
Then I have a plan.
Ooh, I'll let everyone shoot. This seems like a story choice thing. Find a distraction, find another entrance, or confront the enforcer. Oh, that's all right, Jen. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. Oh, also, while I've got you, Jen, you've got a little thingy on Patreon waiting for you. And if anyone else wants to see it, I could not help myself while I was editing, and I put up a little video post to preview Chapter 5, the very first video thing that's come out for it. So it's literally got some, like, you'll see the set, you'll see all the shots, you'll see a special little preview on there. It's only about 40 seconds long, but we have dynamic lighting in the show now, and yes, I think it's the middle tier of Patreon. So, like, you don't have to be at the top one, you have to be at the bottom one. It'll get you a role on Discord and all that. But if you want to see something probably a month or two before anyone else, that's exactly where you should be right now over the next few weeks, because I have got a first draft of a couple of the episodes done, and it looks freaking cool. Anyway, do that or don't. It's okay. You don't have to. But if you like keeping up with the behind-the-scenes stuff, then it's there for you if you want it. Thank you to Sumjen and Natalie, who are a couple of our top patrons. You are awesome. Thank you for supporting us. But in the meantime, we got to use a distraction, find another entrance, or confront the enforcer. I like the distraction angle. I feel like we're a bit sneaky. But also, Grace, that we've been playing, is like red in her choices, and I would say the confront the enforcer would be the red option here. You just confront the bouncer and be like, "Let me in, get out of the way," you know? So I don't know what we do, but that's kind of where I'm going with. Thoughts? Things? Feelings? Alright. I might go. Front assault Grace. Grace with the mace to the face. Full mace Grace. Alright, let's do that then.
Grace, you're not... Oh, of course you are.
Hi there.
Fly business is closed. Private party.
Out of my way, biceps, or I'll make you dance till your feet bleed.
Oh, yeah? How will you manage that?
I'm the muse. Making people dance is what I do.
Go on in. I'll send word to the boss you've arrived.
The Riz! The Riz got us in. Oh, that bass feels nice in my headphones. This feels like a magic show.
What a long day, hiding in the light. Such a long day, dreaming of tonight. This sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. Oh, it's the muse. There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right. I'm really gonna hate myself tonight.
Oh shit. Forgot to choose, fuck.
Medusa, listen, stop, I'm warning you. This is something you don't wanna do. Tell me more about me, look at you. A prime sashimi with opinions too. Medusa, listen, I'm warning you.
Yes, keep on warning
There's no
me.
rewinding, it's something you can't undo. Can't undo.
It's kind of the point, lovely.
Now,
Look into me. Your body
This is hectic.
freely. Every tendon as it tenders, turning gently as it renders. What'd you say, Grace? You okay, Grace? Where's the game face this time? You are currently experiencing something I like to call the preparation. Any questions or comments? That's right, it is widely known that I can turn folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time. Because this time I find dine that oozy musy bloods my wine this time. Look into me.
This is cool. I really like this song.
She's looking away. Hey, look
you flipped that hood. Then out came the snakes. Oh, you're so good. Finally, some stakes. Oh, the ice thing. What a difference an actual monster makes. Murdering muses
helps me relax.
I should sound out Athena about your naughty night snacks.
Oh,
Me and Athena need to touch base. I'll say what I've seen.
I'm getting quite keen to chew off that face. Now look into.
Hey, snake's alive. Killing Calliope was something new. Back then I wasn't sure I wanted to. Now I can't wait to do the same to you.
Scary.
And get the buzz of doing something you can't undo.
You're lost, little girl. No more Hail Marys. We both know the victim's you, the killer's me.
Don't know, you don't know.
I do know that you didn't
Kill Calliope. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
No.
Yes, you do know, you know. Does that mean Athena knows?
No. Fine grace.
To tell you I'm what? Bait? Not the feature show. Come on, try.
But
Let's go.
gonna suffer. You think that will hurt me, child? You have not done your homework.
Oh, sorry, just trying to get your attention. Yeah, I've been watching, and I'm willing to bet you can't turn me to stone before I burn your snakes off.
Careful, Freddy. It's not a gamble I'm willing to take.
Yeah, the thing is, Grace, neither is she.
You ready to talk?
Oh, fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
You were at the reliquary the night Calliope was murdered. I want to know why.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it.
That's what Asterion told us, more or less.
But you were there that night.
Yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think of me, I had no part in the Muse's death. I did not even know she'd been attacked until I saw her fleeing.
Asterion said he caught up with you out in the fog. Is that right?
I thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast of a creature.
He killed Hecate's cat by accident, but this still seems hard to believe.
Yes, I only realized my mistake once I caught up to him, and by then the Muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone. She did neither.
Yeah, she came to see me. You haven't told Athena any of this?
Do I need to light things up again? 'Cause I'll do it.
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena find out from Hecate anyway?
I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any way, if she even suspected...
Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
I am telling you the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
You presented an opportunity. To taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again. It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have.
Uh-huh.
Well, what of Pan? The only reason I knew Calliope was going to the reliquary is because he informed me.
So much for never lying to me.
What were the odds, honestly?
Let's put a pin in that for the moment, shall we?
I am a monster. It's true, I do not deny it. It's still, I did not kill the Muse.
You followed Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her?
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
We are in Act 2 talking to the Medusa. Welcome to the chat.
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the Muse fleeing. She was frightened, blooded, dying.
Let me guess, that made you hungry.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
That does make sense from your perspective.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
Whatever you do, pretty Muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
Indiscretion, huh? It's quite the word for it.
I cannot apologize for my hunger. I can only apologize that I am so very weak in the face of it.
I'll think about it.
I like that her cheekbones are kind of like that snake mouth look.
Lost and cursed thing.
Cool design.
No idol. And if Lady Athena should learn the truth... I hope you find what you seek, pretty Muse. And that We meet again someday. And sing a different song.
Nice.
He knew.
Would
Right
be
from the start, Pan knew Calliope was there that night.
Yeah, and who could have foreseen that he was lying to you the entire time? Who, I ask you, a mystery even the Oracle couldn't have penetrated.
It just doesn't make sense. Pan sent me to the reliquary. If he's involved, why would he do that?
I don't know. Guilt, maybe? Anyhow.
Let's go over to Coles for a sec. We're in an ad break at the moment. If we can see that, we're in Anyone need anything? Anyone need anything today? I've got some water to get me through. If you do a water bottle, it doesn't do it properly. It just kind of just does this. You're seeing this. Thank you for subscribing. I think we're going to do this more often. Might make a version that has me and Leia in it. We could both just be like... She won't be able to hear the music, but still, it's still funny. We got chocolate. Damn it! Oh, I got some M&Ms here. All right, and we're back. Okay, so if you don't have a subscription, effectively what I keep doing at the moment is we go to Coles for a bit and just have a bit of a shop, and we're making some pasta. I prefer Smarties. I got M&M's mix up, so I think I can see a peanut, I think I can see a crispy, and I can see a normal in there.
Probably have a few questions for Mr. Goatman. I'll see you at home.
Would you really have tried to burn Medusa's face off? With an aerosol can?
Hell yeah! One hint of googly eyes and...
What would I do without you?
You'll never need to answer that question, Grace.
Hey.
Oh, if it isn't, the lovely Grace?
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
Well, yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her, no questions asked. I told you I didn't know what happened to Calliope, and that's the truth. I did not. So I nudged you in the right direction.
Why? Is there some reason you need to know what happened to Calliope?
Is that so strange? Don't we all desire justice?
You sent me to the reliquary because you wanted justice.
Medusa learned that Calliope was going to the reliquary because I told her.
Aww.
Now, before you say anything, I had no idea of the fate awaiting our dear muse. And you yourself said Medusa was not responsible. I simply had to know if I'd inadvertently, rather innocently...
Sold her out? She came to you for help, and you gave her whereabouts to the highest bidder.
I am trying to help, Grace. In my way.
What do you mean, in my way? What way is that?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
What else will I
Maybe.
discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
I wish I could tell you, Grace. I truly do.
Let's go talk to Persephone again.
Back again so soon, Grace? You're practically a regular at the club. Did you end up finding Medusa? Or did she vanish the moment you came near, like she does with every other idol?
She definitely did not vanish.
She tried to kill me.
Maybe I better explain what happened.
I knew it. We never should have brought that monster to the New World. Athena is a fool to think Medusa can be controlled. You're fortunate to have made it out in one piece. It could have gone very poorly for you.
You're right. I should have brought you to protect little old defenseless me.
Hey, hey.
If I'd gone, you would have found nothing more than an empty building, I assure you.
Because you're so big and scary.
I'm glad you appreciate my finer qualities.
At any rate, Medusa might be in the clear. Pan, however, is not.
I don't imagine you've confronted him yet.
He admitted to selling out Calliope, but not to killing her. I don't know if I can believe him.
Nor I. Pan would do anything to save his own skin. Allow me some time to consider our next move. Now then, unless you've something else to ask?
No, not really. I'll see you later, Persephone.
All right. I have a feel if we finish Act 2 here, I might give it a bit of a pause. But we're not.
Hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right?
That's my name. Where's Freddy?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
What, you and Freddy are friends now? When did this happen?
Yeah.
I came looking for you. Friday has this movie that I've never seen. Super cool, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, would you rather not share your mortal friends? Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
I actually didn't recognize it was Erica for a very long time, and I've listened to Erica very frequently in Destiny.
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I can connect any two doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
You mentioned the old Hermes a lot. You knew him?
Yeah, I was homeless for a while. It wasn't a great time, and he took me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him every day.
Wait, isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
Not yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
Do I have a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually. She had that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
She could always come here. Everyone else does.
Athena entered the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
Is there a reason why?
How does Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere. Watching.
So what, she just never leaves the building?
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
You say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and she has a big, important job. Why wouldn't I want to help her out?
You can't be this nice. Are you for real?
Oh, well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
That's a great question, Tom. I don't know. I don't know if I don't think so, though. It might not be in the realm of this world, but that could be like an extension of the world. Hello, Moth, by the way. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. We're playing some Stray Gods. Zeus ate Athena. Oh, I don't know. Iron Horse should be a train, though. Wouldn't a train be like the iron worm or caterpillar?
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to
Somehow
Olympus.
this is Zeus's fault. I feel like it,
when you see Freddy, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Thanks, I guess.
it seems like an Act 3 progression. Yeah, there it is. So I'm still gonna be kick-ass. I wonder if any of the idols have pretended to be someone else. So, okay, answering Tom's question. There's not been enough Zeus foreshadowing to have it be Zeus at the end of everything, and if it did, it'd be kind of weird. We don't know if idols have been pretended to anybody else. There's also been no foreshadowing of that, but that could happen. Plate, welcome to the chat. We're at ARC Discord. Oh, excellent. The game's great. I think we're, 5 or 6 hours in now? This is stream number 3, and we usually do 2-3 hours a pop. Yeah, no, it's really good. It's well worth playing. If you don't want spoilers, I have a feeling I'm towards the end of Act 2 at this point. This could be the transition into Act 3. Let's have a looky. Oh, fuck, I can't choose Kick-Ass. Oh, no. Why can't I choose my... Okay, well. I'm going to choose green. I'm going to choose green. I don't know why I couldn't choose red there.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
You're right, I should have been clever,
like.
but I'll be charming instead. I'll use my words.
You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Sorry, I pressed that just too late.
I'm uncertain
too
how
early.
you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
I'm gonna kill your mortal friend.
But you know what happened there. That's where Calliope was attacked.
Yet it's not where she died, Grace, is it?
So because she made it all the way to my apartment, we shouldn't care why she was bleeding to death along the way.
You think our judgment was rash? It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end. I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
That's Felicia Day, by the way. Hey, we're doing kick-ass where we can.
About me? That's a laugh. You sit up here in your tower and whatever humanity you might have once had, whatever wisdom, it's eroded away to nothing. The only thing you care about is making sure it doesn't all shatter. Not on your watch.
Zeus was the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered, and by one of our own. The list goes on.
I've heard most of that, sure. What does it have to do with me?
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate. Even if it appears unfair.
A classic prophecy debacle. Trying to prevent your own prophecy and having it come true anyway. Alright, let's empathize. Let's empathize.
You feel responsible,
No red
don't
option.
you? For everything.
I am responsible. Aphrodite wallows in her pain, Apollo in his regrets, and Persephone in her bitterness. Every other idol of power is gone.
So there's only you. You have to shoulder the burden for everyone, like it or not. I'm sorry, Athena. I had no idea.
They won't thank me for it. I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is.
Oh, we're not.
If you have any other questions or
Still
concerns,
trying to kill us.
Now's the time to bring them up.
We were already mortal. Like, we don't have a stake. We don't have a stake in their bullshit, because even if they were to stop being immortal, it means that Grace still gets to be human at the end of the day. Like, there's literally no repercussion. It's like, save them to be immortal. In a way, there's a little bit of like, save the rich people right there in that statement, you know? Save the rich people, otherwise they won't have as much money. It's like, well, what the fuck about the rest of us, you know?
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it matter? You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which,
very deflection.
I suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
Very deflective in her arguments. Hey, I see a red option. We should take the red option.
Gave it to me. Athena, I had that key all along.
You what?
It's just like you thought. I used it to attack Calliope that night. Then I brought her back home to finish her off. A mortal with a plan, baby. Stole my way into godhood. Watch me roar.
That's not funny, Grace.
What's funny is that you thought I'd tell you without getting anything in return. What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
All right, let's talk about Medusa.
Met her, have you?
Is it true you can't remove her curse? Or is she just too useful?
I wish I could remove the curse. I'm afraid the Athena who bestowed it is long gone. She was prideful, that Athena. As prideful as she was powerful, I'm ashamed to say.
The current Athena is responsible for everything she's done.
I am well aware, Grace. What is it that you would have me do, exactly?
How about you stop treating her like a servant? Maybe send her somewhere she won't be tempted all the time.
Oh, well, if you happen to hear of a diet camp for man-eating monsters, by all means, do let me know. Now, if there isn't anything else,
There's more. I'm always
Okay,
I'm
so
always
you don't like
questioning.
Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
I don't know. Maybe.
I've never thought of Pan as one who would deliberately provoke my ire. But if he saw enough profit in it... Thank you, Grace. I'll add them to my list.
Oh, I don't like that.
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal. One she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
I just think she's
Really?
sus as hell.
Good luck.
She could also just
Feel
be an
free to take a
unlikable
cookie
person.
on your way out.
What's up with the owl? We focus on the owl an awful lot.
Don't take it personally, Grace. Athena's first instinct is to follow the rules whenever things get rough. As if she believes that if the idols don't blindly follow every rule to the letter, we'll dissolve into utter chaos.
Well, is she right?
Probably.
She has Ares' helmet. Is that what Ares... Is that Ares' helmet?
Do you think she's telling the truth? About the idols dying out?
I'm not sure. If it is true, why hasn't she told the rest of the chorus?
It sounds like she doesn't trust you.
Well, the feeling is mutual. At any rate, I'm afraid we're going to have to disappoint her again.
Uh-oh. What now?
You need to go back to the reliquary, Grace.
What for? Is there something I need to ask Hecate?
The one thing we do not yet know is why Calliope went to the reliquary in the first place.
Okay, I'll bite. How would I find that out? You think she left clues?
We can't ask Calliope what her plan was. But you might be able to remember what she was doing there.
Her memories? But I thought...
That it will take years, yes. But if you go somewhere important to
True.
Calliope, or touch something special to her, you'll get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
I'm willing to wager the place Calliope met her fate
Yeah.
has left its mark in Grace's psyche. We have only to uncover it.
Last time Freddy and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
I'm certainly not suggesting we ask Athena for permission.
Then you mean...
A week ago, I would have said breaking into the reliquary was impossible. Yet it appears Hecate can be surprised. If her book says she will be.
Let's hope the book says that again, I guess.
Unless you've some other plan. I'm all ears, as they say.
I mean, Ares could be trapped in a helmet or something. Hephaestus could have turned him into an item, you know?
Are you sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
I do know something about how memories work after the transition, but no, I'm not certain. You want certainty? Wait until your trial. Without discovering more, the outcome of that is certain.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, my, you're just full of ideas, aren't you? Do you have any suggestions regarding how we might go about doing that?
Deja vu it is.
Is there really no other way? This seems a bit desperate.
That's because we are desperate, Grace. Either we take this shot at learning the truth, or we overthrow Athena and the chorus by force, and disregard this stupid trial.
She's joking, right? She's joking, right?
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of who attacked Calliope, or why she was there. Anything we could work with. I've spoken to almost all the idols, and every single one says they hadn't seen or heard from her. If she was keeping to herself, then why now? What started this? We're missing something important, Grace.
What if Grace goes there and the memory she sees is that she attacked Calliope? A Grace from the future. It'd be a twist.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then they discover you, and we apologize profusely.
Will not be a good look, though, just saying.
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I can't go in with you. Hecate would sense me right away. I will, however, stay close by. Now, that doesn't mean you should take stupid risks. Don't be a fool, Grace.
I can take care of myself, in case you hadn't noticed.
Come on, the time for adventure is now.
Ah, this will not end well. I know it.
Oh boy. What do you reckon? This seems like another pretty pivotal moment here. Freddy distracts could be a good way. You gotta play it as well, Ellie. You know, you gotta play it as well at some point, mate. All right. What do we reckon here? What do we reckon here? Back way? I don't think Be Honest would be in the game plan right now, because she kind of like back way or Hecate. Well, there's two Hecate options. I just feel like if we maybe up front, Hecate's gonna stonewall us, you know? Alright, we'll go back way. Minotaur's gonna find us, but hopefully he doesn't rat us out.
Wait, are you sure this is right? Was that the right door?
You're asking me like I'm supposed to know? It just feels like we're back outside again.
Maybe that was some kind of portal or...
Oh no. It's the labyrinth.
Or maybe we're right where we're supposed to be.
This place, it's amazing. Is this all inside the tower? How can that be?
Says the last of the muses, standing in the demiplane, probably created by the goddess of witchcraft.
How do we avoid getting lost? It's like a labyrinth.
Oh, it is a labyrinth, but I've never had any trouble finding my way around. Hey, easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, no need to freak out. I'm a guardian, sure, but I'm not a monster. But, yeah, you know you're not supposed to be in here, right?
And what are you gonna do about it, Bullman?
You what?
Let's not forget that I'm an idol. If I want to, I could make you dance until your little hooves bleed. But I'm not going to. Because I like you, and I know you understand that I have no choice.
You stay here. Stay right here. I'll take your mortal friend to see Kate, and I won't look back, okay?
Right. Let's hope I can make this quick. They'll notice I didn't stay put and come after me. I don't think I have much time. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start? Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just... focus.
Got a little ad break happening. So you know what time it is? It's time for walking around Coles a little bit. I've got 2 pumps if anyone wants one. I've got a bunch of water. I got 3 water bottles. I've got so many water bottles. Coles is the real labyrinth. You're right. Over this stream, I've drunk from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. I don't find that's not too bad. That's quite a lot of water. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You are seeing this. Thank you for subscribing. Love having you here. And probably end pretty soon because I know Jess is going to be home in about 10 minutes. And we got to start making the dinner because I forgot what time it was. Not really, but I didn't anticipate us playing for this long, if I'm honest. I mean, it's been over 2 hours, I guess. No, you're right. We're right. A little yum for you. One of these days I've been doing like only a couple things for a long amount of time, and it feels like my day has just evaporated on me. Anyway, hello, welcome back. We're in Coles right now, but we're gonna switch back over. Okay, there you go. Not missing any of the game.
It's weird, like, I've definitely been here before.
Oh man. What is going on here? What is the face? Oh, there's lots of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go the instrument because that's kind of her shtick right now.
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
Egg.
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Might be I'm gonna go the mask next because that's kind of creepy.
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
Okay, so the mask doesn't mean anything. Branch, sure.
They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
Oh.
This is it.
Okay.
Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she...
Oh, it's the Fates?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hello? Do you work for Hecate? Are you guardians or something?
Oh no, they all have knives.
Okay then. What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Maybe they're not people. How many of them are there? Is there just lots or are they just appearing?
Oh! Grace? Freddy! We've got to run! My powers don't work on them, they just keep coming!
Oh no. Calliope was stabbed, I think, yeah. No, Freddy, no! No!
No, I won't let you! Freddy!
Oh. I don't know if that was because I did that or not. If that's the fates, then yes. Oh.
Oh god. Oh god, Freddy!
By the gods.
You summoned the Furies.
Oh.
What?
Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
That's a cool design for the Furies.
There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it!
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
I don't care what brought them. They killed Freddy. You need to help her.
I have no power over life and death, Grace. None of us have that.
Oh.
This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
Persephone, we can't just... There must be something we can do.
She made her choice, Grace.
No! It's not right!
Come. There's nothing more to be done.
Oh, man. Okay. That's Act... Oh, boy. I thought that might be the end of Act 2 right there. Alright, that's gonna be it. That's... Oh, man. That's rough. That's rough. I bumped the mic, sorry. Well... Man. I didn't think she would, but it feels like that's a key moment in the story. Oh, we gotta end on that. Yeah, I was waiting for a point to end, and now we gotta end on that. And I'm sorry for the heavy. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. I hope you had a good time though. Oh man, let's take the party over to Promethean then. He's got his Twitch affiliate anniversary going on, so that seems fun. And let's give him a raid. Because he deserves it. He's a good bean. Yeah, excuse me while I also go weep softly. I'm gonna cut some onions and cry and just do that. All right. Well, thank you for coming in. We'll be. I think the next stream we've got is Wednesday night. The Zephyr Storm episode 3 should be coming out. And then after that, we'll have more Good Morning RPG on Thursday morning. And then I'll see when we can finish this one, because my week's a little busy, so it might be like oh boy, I got a lot of stuff on next week. It might have to be like a Friday next week that we play this again. So I'll see you then. Until then, let's give Promethean some love over there. Yes, thank you for joining us. I hope you have a good time over on the anniversary chats, and I'll see you on Thursday, myself, and then the others when we said. See you later.